Let me go straight to our newsmaker tonight, JDU MP Devesh Chandra Thakur, who stoked that controversy. Mr. Thakur, I've known you for many years. I've seen you now on a video saying that you will not work or don't come to me for any work to Muslims and Yadavs in your area in Sitamarhi. And the reason you're saying is because you believe they didn't vote for you in the recently concluded Lok Sabha elections. Is this an emotional outburst? Are you just speaking your heart out? And in the process, do you recognize what you've gone and done? Are you dividing the people based on who votes for you and who doesn't, sir?
No, definitely it was an emotional outburst to begin with, because these are the two communities I have worked most closely with and closely for and mostly for. Now, when an elected representative does not do good work in his constituency, the people of the constituency definitely get angry and they say, let him come next time, we will not vote for him. So if I work for some people and they do not respond, naturally I will feel hurt and I'll speak out my sentiments. But
Sir,
my relationships with them are far too old, far too close. They are more than
Sir,
20, 25 years old.
Sorry,
That is still remaining today and that will continue. That's a different thing.
Mr. Thakur, the fact is you are a senior MP and you are quoted in that video of an anecdote where you say a person from the Muslim community came to me for some work. I clearly told him that he had come for the first time, so I won't say much. Otherwise, I won't let go easily. I asked him if he voted for the RJD. He agreed. I told him, have tea and leave. Are you saying to me today on this show that a Muslim who has voted for the RJD, who's your constituent, you won't do his work because he hasn't voted for you? You represent everyone in Sitamarhi, sir, not just those who voted for you. I'm putting the headline. What kind of
journey
no work?
Where I go on doing things for you and you, when your time comes, you say, sorry, I'm not going to do anything. It can't be a one-way journey. But this gentleman whom you're quoting, that's a separate thing. He had come to me for the first time. That was more of a lighter moment, this thing. The fact is, I was emotionally I am emotionally hurt. Because when you work and when you work most amongst all the people, all the representatives here, when you work most for them, when the time comes, you are neglected like anything. Then it's then naturally you'll have an emotional outburst from me.
Sir, what kind of emotions are these? I'm a human being. I'm sorry, Mr. Thakur, what kind of emotions are these? What you have said will only end up widening the divide in your constituency between those who have voted for you and those who haven't, and between communities. How do you then expect the Muslim and Yadav community to respond to you and respect you if you make such public statements? You're supposed to be a responsible member of parliament, sir.
I have been working for them for the last 25 years. How long do you want me to go on working for them without taking any response from them? I must tell them how I feel.
Because you are a member of parliament for all Indians.
When, as I told you, when your elected representative does not do anything for you, don't you get angry? Don't you say that let him come this time, we'll show him, teach him a lesson?
No.
Why do you do that then? Why don't you keep quiet? So it can't be a one-way journey. That's what I'm saying. See, but as I said, I have a lot of respect for everyone in my constituency. And all the time I have said anyone coming to me for public work is always most welcome. Even now they are welcome. They are most welcome. That I will continue. That is my duty as a public representative.
Mr. Thakur, sir, with due regard, your government keeps saying Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. That's what the Prime Minister says. Would you agree, therefore, that every person in your constituency has to be treated equally, irrespective of whether they voted for you or not? I mean, this is a very divisive mindset that you're revealing when you're saying I will differentiate between Yadavs, Muslims who didn't vote for me and the rest of the voters. I mean, where is the Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and Sabka Vishwas then?
No. It's not Muslims and Yadavs. Any section who would not have voted for me, and if I have worked for them and then they have not voted for me, I would have felt the same thing. But this time, what is the reason that you haven't voted for me? After all, if I ask you, what is the reason that you haven't voted for me? What is the reason? I have worked for you. I have worked for you the most. You have benefited from me immensely all the time. Publicly what I'm saying. Then what is the reason you haven't voted for me? If I ask you a question, then what is your reply? Let me know.
Now, I'll tell you what the reply could be. You could have easily said, I am the JDU candidate who was contesting from Sitamarhi, whose ally is the BJP. And the BJP, I'm afraid, Mr. Thakur, is seen in some way by the Muslim community as having not done enough for them. That's how they perceive the party. Yadavs believe that Lalu Prasad Yadav is their leader. BJP, Muslims may see the BJP as anti-Muslim. The fact is they are entitled to vote for whom they want. That doesn't mean you as an MP don't work for them. Whoever they vote for. Tomorrow anybody, tomorrow can a Congress MP go and say, I will not do work for or any party's MP for those who don't vote for them. This is not about a party, it's about the system, about the constitution. You are obliged to vote, to work for all, sir. And every Indian is not obliged to vote only for you.
If so, then why do you come to me for work at all? Then why do you come to me for work for the last 20 years?
Sir, they are coming to you because they have elected you. You are the elected representative of Sitamarhi in Bihar.
If I have been with the JDU from the last 20 years, then you know that I am going to be with the contesting from the this alliance with Mr. Narendra Modi. Then why do you come to me for work? It's not. It can't be like that. It can't be a one-way affair. Can't be a one-way affair.
Sir, you keep saying, through this interview, you've said politics can't be a one-way affair. That those who you do work for have to vote for you. That as if people who you do some work for, their vote is something they are obligated to do. Once, sir, I repeat, you become an elected representative, you cannot claim to be a representative only of those who voted for you. You are supposed to be the representative, I believe, under the constitution of every citizen of Sitamarhi. By making such comments, you are sending out terrible signals.
Why don't you ask the RJD people and the RJD voters whether they do that? Have you ever asked an RJD leader or the RJD voter whether they do this, they follow this principle that you are trying to teach me?
Sir, are you telling me that RJD people also only do work for Muslims and Yadavs? Is that what you're saying? At least they haven't publicly said so, even if they end up working for Muslims and Yadavs. The fact is they may have got their work, but whether it's an RJD MP or whether it's a JDU, BJP MP or a Congress MP, you're supposed to work for all. I think let's agree at least on the principle, Mr. Thakur, about what the constitution is all about.
They don't work for anyone. Forget the Muslims and Yadav also. They don't work for anyone at all. They don't work for anyone at all.
Sir,
let's
not lighten it, sir. The RJD leader Mrityunjay Tiwari has said your comments are casteist. Your own BJP ally, OBC Morcha National General Secretary Nikhil Anand says no political party can ignore Yadavs, who comprise 14% of Bihar's population. Has your statement in some way damaged your own image as a senior leader and that of your party, the JDU, which today is in alliance with the BJP?
No, it won't do any damage. As I told you, my relationships with both these communities are equally good even today. It will remain so in future. I have done so much for them. I have never stopped. I have never closed my door for them. It will never be closed for them. Forget that. That's a different thing. But when you hurt me, it is my emotional outburst. I will definitely say what I have said.
You're calling it emotional outburst again. I'm asking you one last time, because you are known for having pioneered the idea of Bihar Divas, which was many believed was inclusive. This was not expected of a political leader of your stature. Will you today on this show offer some kind of an apology or retraction at least?
No, there's no question of apology. I have not said anything wrong. I have not said it in the... I have said they are welcome. They are welcome for the work, public work that they want to come to me. Absolutely. Anytime. I have said again and again. Not today, even before when I gave the statement first. They are welcome to me for any public work they want to come. I have always said that. I've always said that.
Okay, let me leave it there. Devesh Chandra Thakur, you're not apologizing. You're clarifying, dare I say, what you said. Either way, it sounds like an extremely unfortunate and, dare I say, unconstitutional remark that you made. I do hope that you will sleep over what you've said and what you've said to me on this program and what you said at that rally. I appreciate you joining me.